There it is. Craftsman green, blue top, red. Oh. Well. Yeah, I already guessed my way to that. There's the answer to our question on... I guess my way to the top on that one. Bro. Wait a goddamn tick. Here, bro. One second. Dig in there. Come on, man. Can you leave me the fuck alone? Fuck. And then the music stops, like, oh no, it's fine. And then it's like, she's like right there. It's like, okay. So the music cues me nothing. I completely got myself turned backwards. And then by the time I find it, she'll be chasing me. All I want to do is search that room. That's all I want to do. If I can re-find the damn room. Okay, so that's the other thingy. Sachi, agitated, told me he had discovered the way to cure my sister. What was this man thinking? He had once recoiled at the sight of my sister. He abandoned us and fled to town with Yui. I have never found Ayano to be ugly. No matter how many years pass, she remains as enchanting as ever. I have kept her hair long and sleek and her lips red. I was always jealous of her beauty and still am. Ayano is as beautiful as ever. Sachi is trying to separate us. Such a thing must not come to pass. I cannot bear it. I will not allow Sachi to take Ayano away from me. I threw my pearl hairpin into the well. I have tried to discard that thing many times, yet I could never bring myself to do it. I asked Sachi to retrieve the hairpin. He chuckled and assured me, "Don't worry, I'll get it for you." I embraced Sachi from behind as he peered into the well to retrieve it. I drew him closer into soft embrace. "What's the matter, Kinu?" I heard his gentle voice. "It's nothing," I replied. Then with all my strength I pushed him straight into the well. That was first and last time I touched Sachi. Shit. Come on, get it over with, dumbass motherfucker. Fuck! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The suspense, though. So suspenseful. Not the gumdrop button. Oops. I was awakened in the middle of the night by someone pounding on my door. I went out to see a panicked servant from Miyama family. Miss Ayano, who had been missing since she ventured into the mountains, had returned and couldn't believe my eyes. Despite my disbelief, I trudged through the snow and arrived at the Miyama mansion, my medical supplies in hand. Miss Mayano was leaning against her sister, Miss Kinu. They were seated on a tatami mat. Miss Ayano was just sitting there, staring blankly. I was concerned about her mental and physical state, but upon inspecting her, there wasn't a scratch on her. It was difficult to fathom how she had spent a month in the cold, frigid mountains unharmed. Then a rather unsettling sensation washed over me. A month has passed since Miss Ayano's return. She still doesn't speak and spends all day in her room, staring into space. Whenever someone tries to talk, she only glances at them. However, when Miss Kinu is by her side, she seems to be happy. She leans against her with a smile. They're two sisters who lost their mother as a child. They must be like two halves of a whole. Lord Cuby mentioned she's a timid girl. I am not surprised she does not want to speak after that. But there seems to be something amiss. She drinks water, like she's about to die of dehydration. She hasn't eaten nor slept since her return. Furthermore, she doesn't even need to go to the bathroom. The cherry blossom are in full bloom, yet Miss Ayano remains sheltered in her dark room. When did she last touch sunlight? Yesterday, Lord Akube opened the door to her room, intending to show Miss Ayano the cherry blossoms. However, as soon as sunlight poured in, something terrifying happened. Miss Ayano let out a piercing scream and crumbled to the floor. It sent shivers down my spine. Her skin appeared inflamed, as if she had suffered a severe sunburn. Beneath the damaged skin, I could see her raw, reddened flesh. Miss Ayano keeps losing weight, but is somehow growing taller. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that her limbs are becoming elongated. She's used to be petite, but now she's taller than I am. Furthermore, no matter what injuries she sustains, they miraculously heal within a matter of days. Her burns from the other day have completely healed, not a single scar remaining. Yet there is something even more chilling than this transformation. There are moments when Miss Ayano stares at me. Her sunken, hollow eyes glare at me as if she were a predator and I were her prey. My worst fears have come true. Lord Kiembe had secluded Miss Ayano. She is in total isolation. Miss Kinu is burdened with the sole responsibility of caring for her, and then tragedy struck. Miss Ayano bit and fatally wounded one of the servants. She ate her. That night I told Lord Kibe that there was nothing I could do. He pleaded with me, "Please do not abandon Ayano." I couldn't stand seeing the anguish on the eyes of my dear friend. It felt as if my heart would tear in two. I found myself forging Miss Ayano's death certificate. A doctor should never do this, but for the sake of my friend, I had to. To conceal the murder, we used the body of a servant as a decoy. This is how we faked Miss Ayano's death. It was the only way to protect her from the public. Lord Kobai and I decided to confine her to the dungeon, connected via the hidden passage. This is the fourth spring since Miss Ayano's return. She remains in prison within those walls. She survives by consuming the blood of chickens, cows, and sometimes even humans. Her once beautiful figure is no more. She is a mere shadow of her former self. Her nose has receded, and her left eye is punctured in its place. Multiple insect-like eyes have emerged. Upon her pale back, a pattern resembling the markings found on a silkworm has taken form. Nowadays, unless accompanied by Miss Kinu, I dare not approach Miss Ayano. Should I venture in alone, she would undoubtedly tear me apart. Miss Kinu told me sometimes my sister experiences stomach cramps. I conducted an experimentation and noticed movement within her abdomen. Ever since Miss Ayano's return, I had noticed a gradual swelling of her abdomen. Initially, I attributed it to acidities caused by malnutrition, but to my shock, it appears that she is pregnant. If she is indeed pregnant, she has been so for 6 years. 9 years have passed since that fatal day, and how much longer can I maintain my insanity? My dear friend Cube has vanished without a trace. Tonight, aided by Miss Kinu, we will extract the child from Miss Ayano's stomach. Her body has undergone too many transformations over the past 9 years. She is incapable of giving birth. We have no alternative but to surgically open her abdomen and remove the child, a C-section. My body trembles in fear. I wonder if the child will bear any resemblance of a human. The truth is, I will not be born. It will not be born of a human. Alright. I mean... Okay. I mean... Bug lady be giving birth and shit. What can you say?
鏡が見当たらないな。
Father gave us a trick box. He said it's a rare toy. He told us that it was a box that would only open when turned in a specific order. Ayano was worried about the forgetting the sequence, so we created a secret story together to remember it. Upon a time, there lived a nice old man. He found a mystery boat in the mountains. Inside the boat, there was a princess. The old man cared for the princess, but she caught a disease and passed away. The princess's body turned into pure white silkworm. The silkworm connected to spin its thread while it became a large cocoon. Cocoon! Hey. A mirror, you say? And they were talking about mirrors. Okay, so that looks like we need another one of those spoon-looking thingy babs. Yui has died. Iji informed me she threw herself into the railroad tracks 2 evenings ago. I knew this would happen. There was no way Yui, who bore such a striking resemblance to my frail sister, could bear it. There was no way she could. On that day, Yui came to see me alone. She was all dressed up, not unlike my sister would be. My feelings of disdain came rushing back. She was a spitting image of Ayano, who I both loved and despised. Yui is a mere imitation of her. Yui had the same face and voice as my sister. Why do you hate me? She asked. Since she wanted to know that badly, I escorted her to the dungeon and showed her the truth. You are not my child, nor are you Sayachi's. You were cut from the womb of that abomination. It is in the nature of a monster to crave blood. Out of pity, Sashi lied and said your bloodlust was from him. For many years, against his will, he had to choke down blood alongside you. A monster child. Finally seeing the truth, Yui turned speechless. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just stood there. I do not know what Yui did thereafter. I do not care about what happened to her. That makes you the grandson of a monster. Yeah, yeah. Alright. You got it now, bruv. You got it now. So that'll be the other one. Another one? Yes. Alright. Kinu looked so sad and resentful. She said, Ayano, you are like a butterfly. This left me speechless. All I could do was hold back my tears. It pains me to see Kinu suffer because of me. All I want is for Kinu to be happy. But I am not a butterfly. I am more like a silkworm. I was given a mulberry tree in a warm silkworm room I never needed to leave and always had someone to care for me. My body dissolves within the cocoon, and I dream without ever being able to fly. I merely cling to life. But so long as Kinu is by my side, I am content. Consider Kinu's feelings. Maybe it's better I leave this silkworm room. If I disappeared, Kinu could be with Sachi. Yet, I can't bring myself to leave. My marriage to Sachi is approaching, and the more I realize how little time we have left, the more I cherish my time. I know what happens to silkworms once they leave the silkworm room. That is what I am afraid of. If it were up to me, I would remain by her side forever. Why, God? Why? Kinu abandoned me. Kinu was crying. Kinu hates me and loves Sachi. I don't want Kinu to cry. I want death. She is too pure. I cry and she hugs me. She shoots threads and we form cocoon together. In cocoon we dissolve and merge together as one. I am being lost. I stop being me. I forget many things. Her memories replace mine. She keeps eating me. Whoa, hey, listen. Hey. Whatever you do in your spare time, hey. I don't judge. I so thirsty. Give me water. Blood red water. Who old man outside standing there? Ayano, he cries. Who is Ayano? I think it me. Old man enters cell. He stroke my head and cry. Kinu laughed and said, Bon appetit. Kinu, give me tasty water. She calls me with gentle voice. I happy. Kinu is precious. Save me, save me. I'm scared, I'm scared. I forget Kinu. She ate almost all of me. Hey, 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 she gobbled you up whole, hey? Who am I? Where do I begin? Please no eat memories of Kinu. Before I forget Kinu, kill me. Well, that took a turn. Do I have to duck? Oh, come on, bro. Ayana was constantly vomiting blood. She has since stopped moving. She drank the blood I had prepped for her, knowing I had poisoned it. I had no other choice. I was sick and dying. Soon, I would be sleeping with the fishes. My frail arms were withered like a dead tree branch. This was the only thing I could do. Once I'm gone, who will care for my sister? Who will bathe her, trim her nails, and brush her hair every day? How will society treat her? They will look at her with fear and morbid curiosity and call her a crazy monster. She will be treated as subhuman. I cannot subject my sister to this fate. My greatest fear was forgetting my sister. My sickness grows, and my memories are fading. Each night, I lay down with an unbearable headache. The anxiety crushes my soul. The nagging question of it of if I will even remember her the next morning. I killed everyone, my father, Sachi, Yoi, and even my sister. I was left with a noose. I am dying in pain. I apologize. I know how my sister really felt, but I treated her poorly out of envy. Despite knowing how vile it was, I admired everything about her. This is why I despised her. My sister was the only one who truly understood me. Despite knowing how cruel and merciless I could be, yet still, Ayano cared for me more than anyone else. When the sun set, she would light up the house for me. She did so to prevent me from falling. My eyes and legs are old and weak. She would always gently massage my wrinkled, cold hands. Her mind is almost completely void of memories, yet she never forgot about me. This is enough. That is enough. We found happiness in our own way. We knew all things come to an end. Forgive me, as this was the only way to save my sister. I do not know what happened to her on that day. I do not know who the she writes about is, but I, like her, also wish to dissolve in a cocoon and become one with my sister.
閉じ込められた。
Yes, I'm aware it's tied to a plank. The problem is everything is tied to something. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Eat a sack of penises. Penises. If you want to, of course. If you're into that thing. Kill. Have a good one.
絹さん、あなたと話をしたかった。あなたを許すことはできないけれど、それでも話をしたかったよ。綾乃さんのことは誰にも、父さんにすら話してない。あなたに毒を飲まされても死ねなかった綾乃さんは、あなたを縄から下ろして助けようとしたんだ。絹さんを抱いて玄関先まで運んだんだろう。綾乃さんは最後まで絹さんを呼んでいたよ。俺は綾乃さんを殺してしまった。そう思っていたのに、綾乃さんは消えていたんだ。彼女の亡骸をあのままにできなくて、
Why not?
埋葬しようと戻った時にはもう綾乃さんの姿はどこにもなかった。そこにあったのは穴の開いた巨大な繭と地面を這う真っ白な無数の蚕だけだった。もしかすると綾乃さんは今もあなたを探しているのかもしれない。ここはじき湖の底に沈む。もうここには来ないよ。さようなら。あれはたとえこの渇きに生涯苛まれることになっても、俺の中にどんな血が混じっていても、それでも俺は人として生きるよ。綾乃ばあちゃん。
Yeah, fuck you, Grandma. I was right. I was right all along. Grandma Beatrice. I thought it was someone else, but in the end, I ended up being right. It was Grandma, but I didn't know it was Grandma until the end because I thought it was a different person, but it was a different person. But in the end, it doesn't matter because it's still Grandma, so it's been Grandma year. The story itself was pretty, well, I mean, wrapped in weirdness, right? The reading and stuff like that was pretty, like, sincere, heartwarming, if you will. But, yeah, there was, like, that one section that was really bothering me, but for an indie game that cost, well, $14 for me, like, you know, it's not bad. Nayuta Studio. Congratulations on completing the game. You have unlocked the shop and bonus content. You can access them from the main menu. Bonus content is only accessible from the pause menu. You have unlocked Nightmare, the hardest difficulty. I'll pass. Thank you for unlocking it, though. But yeah, that was Hollow Cocoon. I enjoyed it. There was that one section was really bothering me because because Grandma wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, Grandma, leave me alone. She wouldn't do it. Damn it, Grandma. But regardless, we got through it. For a $14 game, it's not bad. Like I said, the story wrapped into it, a little weird. But I mean, Japanese horror game, they're all a little weird. But the message within it and whatnot was heartfelt and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, that is that.